coin from top to bottom, and we'll start on the daily chart here. We've got a nice move up to the top of this kind of flag here. We've got like a bull flag happening. Now, really, all I want to talk about today is Overwatch and Trendmaster. So, we've had this cross down here for the first time for a while, and we've just crossed back up to the upside, and coinciding with that, we've had the Trendmaster Pro switch to the upside. As you can see here, you've got this green line appearing. We've broke the red, so this just signals the trend. So if we measure from here, okay, where I've put the crosshair, you can see that we've pretty much at this spot where it was first time we crossed down is pretty much here. So we crossed down somewhere there, okay, and we had a move down maximum of about 10%. We did come back up and move lower. There's some lower time frame fib entries on there, but I just want to talk about the trend. So you can see from A to B here, this is all downtrend for the daily. Now you can see the Trendmaster has printed an up signal and then printed down signal, so in and out. But then when we look at the previous one, okay, you can see it switched to the upside just here on this candle, probably the next candle, so just here, and then we've had a move all the way up till it's crossed back down, which is at that candle. Okay, so I'm putting it on the candles which they are going to be, it's going to be evident that this is a crossover. So at this point here, you can see it's kind of under a little bit, and in order to just mitigate these issues, you can just switch the style of this EMA to a very thick one, okay, and you'll see here then that the line hasn't quite breached. Okay, you can't see the red, so it's just hanging there. Okay, cool, so that's all. So nice move. We've got a 20% move, and it crossed the downside, and we've had the switch to the upside here, so it's very clear cross to the upside, so I'm happy with that. So moving into our 12. No, okay, let's try. Okay, so looking at the 12 hour, move down from the daily. We have the Overwatch to the upside here. This is a bit more choppy. Okay, so we've had a cross to the upside here at this point. We've had another cross to the upside at this point, but real strong cross pretty much down here for the third time. You can see two strong candles right up to the top of that bull flag. Okay, cool. So another thing is the Overwatch signals, and we're going to go over the Overwatch signals here on each time frame. We'll start with the Overwatch longs. So we can see two entries have been opened up pretty much at the bottom of this leg. Okay, so you can see this leg down, starts turning around, and then bam, we've got these entries. And look at this, I mean, look at this move, captured all of this. Now when we look at those two entries, when we look at the Trendmaster as well, the Trendmaster hasn't been broken until this candle here. Okay, so that could be an exit point, and you've just captured all of this using the Overwatch and Trendmaster, because the Trendmaster's like this. Okay, the Trendmaster's intact. This is why the Trendmaster exists, because you can potentially manage these crossovers here. Okay, so when this crosses to the downside and the Trendmaster's still intact, you can hold. Okay, and if you did hold, then you'd get this next leg up. So when we see the Trendmaster break here, and you can see the Overwatch is to the downside, that's pretty much a clear exit. So where else are we looking at? We're looking at, so in the choppy area, so you can see in the choppy areas we've crossed to the upside, okay, and the Trendmaster's still on the downside, so it's almost like an opposite of this. So you can hold. So we hold, okay, the Trendmaster's on the upside now, and the Overwatch is on the upside, all good. Okay, so just to summarise, we've got the Overwatch 12 hour, switch to the upside, Trendmaster to the upside, so all good. So let's move down onto the 540 period, the 9 hour chart now. and we can see the Overwatch switch to the upside right down here. Okay, we've got a nice move up. So Overwatch long, same thing. Look at that 9 hour right at the bottom. Literally, it's the first candle off the lowest candle, the first candle, and then so the first candle and the third candle, so the first and third candle from the low. I mean, they're just stunning, stunning. Same sketch with the Trendmaster here as well, all the way up to this point before it breaks. We get a retracement back up, a little bit higher that is, and then we move down. Okay, so same sketch, hour 8, Overwatch to the upside, Trendmaster to the upside. We're coming back down on this 8 hour. We could be could look at getting ready for some re-entries. Okay, so we've done the hour 9. Let's have a quick look at the hour 8. And we've only got one entry on this particular Overwatch entry. So same again, same sketch, but this one, the MFI is up in the upper territory, so just need to be aware of that. Trendmaster on the upside, cool. So I'll have a quick look at the hour 4, and then we might just spend our time on the hourly chart. So the hour 4 chart, this is just fantastic. I mean, look at these entries on the Overwatch, look at that. Well, the first candle off the lowest candle again, moving down double bottom and then shooting up to the top of the range there. Comes back down, and then we have 2 entries again. 1, 2, 3 potential moves into profit, come back down, and then a move to the top of the range. And look at this Trendmaster. This Trendmaster's right on the level now. So I don't really worry about the trend on the hour 4 Overwatch, but that's pretty much it for the Trendmaster. We can see this flashing up the top here, this trend, and this is based on the Williams alligator indicator, and I'm going to build the same thing down here with the Overwatch trends like we just showed, the daily, the hour 12, hour 9 and hour 8. Might put the hour 4 on there too, and then the same with this, with the Trendmaster. So we're going to have 3 almost like tables here that will show us all of the trends. Okay, hour 1. These Overwatch entries are just crazy. This one was a bit awkward because we had an entry and then we had this large wick to the downside, which was unfortunate, and we closed back up. But we do get a nice move here. Look at this move. So we have this entry. Max move is 5%. Then the next entry, look at this one down here. Okay, get a nice move, 3%. And then this one, right down the bottom here, all the way up. That's the one I did do. That was all. I took that all the way up to the top there, right there. So happy with that trade. And you know, another main reason is the Trendmaster. Look how clean it is right off this spot. So we can say we have the signal. We're waiting for the entry here. Okay. We see the Trendmaster break. Okay, so the Trendmaster has broken to the upside, and we're waiting for a touch on these scalper levels. Okay, this is our kind of stop loss area or invalidation, depending on how the candle closes. And we break to the upside, come back down, test on this area. You could enter, stop loss below here, and then it just keeps moving up. So we can see this, bam, move up to the next level, touching the level, and you can see this comes down and touches the Trendmaster level and moves back up and carries on, just bouncing off these lines all the way up. Okay, and then we bounce below it. You can see the line there holding the price and then moves lower. Okay, cool. So that's that. So that's the hourly chart. It's looking nice at the moment, to be honest. So let's just have a quick look over Pulsechain. Okay, so this is the Pulsechain chart on the AX screener. Let me just take off the volume, okay, and we'll just talk a bit about what I'm looking at here. Okay, so if we just zoom back out to here, we can see this zigzag we opened, or we had pulse run, a move, pulse wave. Kind of, this was very early on in the the launch, we can see it's moved up, okay, peaked, come back down to the level right there of the open level. Okay, so let's just call this a key level. We've come back down, touched it, and then bounced, moved up, formed a double top right there, retraced, ball flag formation, and then we move to a new high here, but we get whipped and we move back down below, move up, but then rejected. So we're talking about, we can have this as a pulse wave, but it's not great. The main pulse wave is going to be from A to B, okay, but I've just put this kind of this in between, okay, left it on. So we can see from here we've moved all the way back down. We can see this key level at the bottom here, and we've moved all the way back down to it. Okay, we've touched the bottom of the key level there, look, right there, and then we started to move away from it. Okay, so that's the first thing. So this is our high for now, and from this key level touch we move very quickly towards that high, and we do touch it, and then we form this kind of ascending triangle moving up. Let's call it a wedge for now, and then we end up wedging all the way up. We do break it, and then we have a sharp sell-off. So before the sharp sell-off, if we can see here, this volume profile is locked at there, so locked at this peak. Okay, and look at where the sell-off comes. It's a sell-off, bam, right into the POC. So we formed a double top here, and then we break the structure, we come back down, double bottom, and this is where it starts to get interesting, because I'm watching this ball flag. Okay, so we're looking at this ball flag here. So first of all, we got from A to B, this key level, to the peak. I just simply measured my fib, looking for the pocket. We're in the pocket there. This is what this orange box is. Okay, so we'll just put that away now. And you can see this ball flag working its way down here towards this pocket. Okay, so we come down, make a low, move up for a retracement here, and if we measure this retracement, it's going to be in the pocket. You can just see it. So we move down, you can see right in that pocket there. We move lower, and then we come up, retest the underside of this low, move lower, come up, retest the underside of the low once again. Okay, but again, another pocket, orange box, that means it's a pocket. Move lower. Okay, come back up, underside of this low here, move lower. And this is where I was watching it yesterday. We was looking to get even just a touch on this golden pocket, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it, man. And we've started to move back up. So at the moment we are here. So we're potentially gonna, we're at the top. Okay, we're at the top end of where we're looking at for this down structure, and if we break to the upside, then we're going to break the structure and look at some up legs. So it's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, also as well with regards to Pulsechain, I mean, it's not great. I'll admit there's all kinds of things going on. I mean, let's have a little look. So I want to swap some Dai into Pulsechain. Let's type 100, and you get 120. So that means if you want to swap, let's put 1 million Dai, at 1 million PLS. You see here it's $200. You only receive $164. Now I asked about this, and apparently it's a display error. I mean, I don't know how you can type in 165 Dai as a display error. So 1 million PLS, you can see here is 200. So if we go back to PLS, we've got $200 here. We move to something like USDC, still $164. We swap it to Hex, $200 worth. We receive $164 worth Hex. I don't know how that works. Who knows? So running some real cool things with Pulsechain at the moment. I think it could be good, as long as it don't go downhill and everything goes balls up. And I think we could be okay. So we'll keep an eye on this ball flag for now. We've got lower end at, call it 1300, and then the top end is, call it 1950. So that's a nice move. I mean, even just catching that move from bottom to top there, you're looking at 50%, and if we can see a back up to the peak, you got doubling your money, and geez, that's cool. So I think that's it for now. We could see some moves. We've got things coming up now. We've got non-farm payrolls coming up. We've got the bank run. So basically, we've got the deadline. Okay, we've got the deadline for the debt ceiling coming up on the 1st now. So sit tight, man. All right, take care.
El 16 de mayo, un policía fue asesinado por pandilleros en el norte del país. Esa misma noche, 5,000 soldados y 500 policías cercaron todo un municipio para atrapar a los responsables. Prometimos que pagarían muy caro el asesinato de nuestro héroe, que perdió la vida mientras protegía a los salvadoreños. Destruimos su clica y capturamos a más de 50 terroristas, incluyendo a su líder. Y ahora también arrestamos a los 3 asesinos.
Cerco militar con 2 misiones. Una misión para hacer justicia contra los que mataron cobardemente a nuestro policía Maximino Vázquez, y la otra para erradicar a la clica Fulton Loco Salvatrucho del municipio de Nueva Concepción y circunvecinos.
Viles y cobardes terroristas. Quitémoslos los cascos para que todo el mundo los conozca, que vea de quiénes estamos hablando.
Nunca más volverán a causar terror en nuestro país.